Our top story this morning, President Park Geun-hye is in The Hague to attend this year's Nuclear Security Summit that runs from Monday to Tuesday. In a recent interview with a Dutch public broadcaster that's been airing in the Netherlands, the Korean president proposed a global pilot project to achieve a nuclear-free Korean peninsula. Now, for details, we're going to connect live to our presidential office correspondent Choi You-sun, who is travelling with the president. You-sun.
Mark, speaking to Dutch broadcaster NOS in Seoul last Wednesday, President Park suggested the international community launch a pilot project that aims to denuclearize the Korean peninsula. The South Korean president added a nuclear-free peninsula can be achieved if disarming North Korea is considered a starting point towards realizing a world without nuclear weapons. She then urged North Korea's traditional allies, China and Russia, to send a stronger message to the North that it won't have a future unless it gives up its nuclear arms. The president also expressed concerns about the possibility of Pyongyang's nuclear materials ending up in the hands of nuclear terrorists and ultimately prompting regional neighbors to compete in nuclear armament. The South Korean leader said a possible fire at the North Yongbyon nuclear complex could lead to a bigger catastrophe to that of Chernobyl.
So, You-sun, I hear President Park has already started her diplomacy drive in The Hague.
Yes, she has. The president met with Chinese President Xi Jinping just hours after touching down in the Netherlands. The two leaders are thought to have discussed expanding the Seoul-Beijing cooperation with a great emphasis on security surrounding North Korea's nuclear program. I'll have more details on that meeting on our next newscast. Tomorrow, Monday, here in The Hague, President Park will seek ways to boost bilateral ties with Dutch Prime Minister Mark Rutte and give an opening speech at the Nuclear Security Summit. Mark?
Okay, thank you, You-sun. And that was our presidential office correspondent Choi You-sun reporting on the president's visit to The Hague.